Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, the spin. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Harrison Smith's play has been so good in the NFL that he demands the respect of everyone. And I remember a couple of years ago when we talked about the top safeties, his name didn't come up in the first group. It does now. I remember doing a game a couple of years ago where the Rams were trying a lot of razzle-dazzle stuff. And Mike Zimmer, his head coach, pretty much said, sick him to Harrison Smith, and he ended that in a hurry. He can play close to the line of scrimmage, can also cover deep.
They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Carson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 34-yard line.
Check 55 Mike. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Carson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Right there, 54 Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full stride.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins now throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Bobby Wagner's one of the more fluid middle linebackers in the NFL, able to range deep in coverage, also able to rush the quarterback both inside and off the edge, and is an absolute tackling machine in the running game.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, everyone on defense has got to go to the defensive line and give them their kudos. They destroyed everything inside. No place for the runner to go with the ball.
Come on. Not today, you are. Not today.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Check, watch it before. Check tight.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they work this near to 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Strip that ball.
To throw, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
65.
Here's Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Step. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Cousins. Complete, Smith has it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Cousins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
He was brought down by Bradley McDougal. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively, if they want to insist on going in that direction, make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Check line 54. Line 54. So don't say nothing.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Right there, 54 miles. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd down, Wilson out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. 7-7, our score after 1. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing, Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chris Carson trotting back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They run the counter. Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
You got it! You got it! You got it!
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll buy some time right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Seahawks.
Wilson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shamar Stephen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing, special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it through your practice, through your teaching, and understand, expect to get the block. And once we do, this is how we respond.
On 1st down. It's Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll try to run with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Next to score, Seahawks 20.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
At the Seahawks 28-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The throw over the middle taken in, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On first down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw again is Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 38, Wilson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Man out.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run it with Carson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He was brought down by Trey Williams. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Green 80. Check 55, Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He hits his running back, close ice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Green 80. Mike's by 4. Here we go. Shoot.
On the draw, it's Procise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
What? 280. 54. Man, I got you.
On second down, it's Carson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal from the right hash. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And the Seahawks first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Mike 54. I'm trying to collect.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seahawks.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seattle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joseph on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54. Target.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your first down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the first down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say? Hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went ahead and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yards to pick up the first down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Right back. 54 Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
From the 22, Wilson over the middle, and it's incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. Myers' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive with Cook. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
54. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On play action, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They run it again with Cook. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is a screen to Abdullah. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Wilson's pass.
That's it, baby.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Like my boy, you must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
1st down, Seahawks.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Again, Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Check right 54. Right 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
1st down, Seattle.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 17-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Cousins. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Quentin Jefferson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
They'll run on first down. Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, if you're carrying the football, you're hoping to have a little bit more time and space than that.
Don't you get the sense he's calculating how quickly he got there? That was jet propelled, and that was a full-grown man that made the tackle as well.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run again with Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Anthony Barr brought him down. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Cousins. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we could see this thing pile up as we go on.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Ezekiel Ansah. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Mike's by 4. Here we go, here we go. Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
All right, T, let's all right, T.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, tighten down, tighten down. Check.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Returnable for Sherrills.
Let's go, buddy.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.